Gentlemen, welcome to Media Day. How's it going so far?
It's been great. I've been having a lot of fun, a lot of stations, a lot of interviews, but talking football, what gets better than that?
What's the weirdest question you've gotten so far?
The weirdest question, I didn't know how to answer it. It was actually name your most random trivia fact that you know. It was in the lightning round too, so I kind of froze. I didn't know what to say. But if you would have gave me time, I would have been able to answer that confidently.
Okay, so now that you've had a little time, have you thought about it?
I would say that male seahorses reproduce.
See? You learn something new every day. Do you guys have an answer to that, the most random trivia fact you have?
They actually didn't ask me that. So
okay. All right. Well, then I won't ask you that either. It's great to see you guys. And we just heard from Coach. I think it's amazing what a difference a year can make, right? Like what the feeling was around this program and in the uncertainty at this time a year ago. What is the feeling, just generally overall, being here at Media Days and knowing what you guys were able to do last year and everything you have moving in front of you, Xander?
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, definitely have momentum coming in from last year, so try to keep that going and put our foot on the pedal and just keep going.
Coach was sitting right there, and he was talking about how for him, when he first came in as head coach, he had to learn on the job, right? And so he evolved over the year. What did you guys see from a player perspective of how he handled that transition and then how he kind of grew into what he has now become, which is Big Ten Coach of the Year?
Yeah, I mean, I think Coach Braun did a great job of just growing throughout the season. He's the type of guy who loves to learn. He never thinks that he has everything figured out. And it's kind of like our team. You know, we gained confidence throughout the season, and towards the end of the year, we were able to come out and have a successful game against Utah and win a bowl game.
Yeah, what was that like? Because, you know, I was covering the Pac-12, and I remember watching that game and thinking I was genuinely really happy for you guys and everything that this program had been through. What was that moment like to be able to finish the season, not only on a 4-game win streak, but to win a bowl game?
I mean, it was just a testament to all our hard work. All our hard work facing adversity throughout the year. It was great. You know, looking back on the body of work we put together throughout the season, it was something to look back on and be proud of. And, you know, the momentum of this current team is building off the success of last year's team. So it's a never-ending cycle. So we're excited and we're ready to go this year. I
got to ask you, watching the postseason last year, obviously come over from Michigan. I know you guys, I'm assuming that you probably still have a lot of good friends on that team. What was it like to watch them win the national championship?
It was really cool for me to see them, you know, being a part of something special, laying the foundation down, you know, 2 Big Ten championships there and moving over to Northwestern. Still have a lot of connections, like you said, with those guys, but, you know, watching from afar, seeing them accomplish the ultimate team goal in this game was a lot of fun, and it was really cool seeing those guys do it.
Yeah. All right. So you've got a new defensive coordinator. Tim McGargle was a linebacker coach. Yep. So what's it like having him, now having to share him with the rest of the defense? And what can you tell us? What can you tell Northwestern fans about what he brings?
Yeah, he's super passionate in everything that he does. Been an awesome linebacker coach for 4 years. I'm fortunate to have him as my linebacker coach this year as well as a defensive coordinator. So I'm excited for this year, and he's got a great game plan going in already, so I'm excited for it.
What have you learned from him? Is there something about your game specifically that you feel like he's helped you develop?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, he played linebacker here, was leading the nation in tackles for a while, so he's obviously done it before, so he's got a lot of great advice for me and the rest of the linebackers in improving our game.
Can I ask you guys about these 7 home games that you have? Yeah. And again, one of the most unique situations probably in all of college football. And for somebody who's uninitiated like me, explain to me exactly what the Lakeside experience is going to be. And for people who are going to Northwestern home games, what is it going to be like?
Yeah,
right on Lake Michigan.
Yeah, when I tell you it's right on Lake Michigan, it's right on Lake Michigan. You can literally jump in if you want to. But it's really unique, and it's really cool for us, you know what I mean? We practice out there every single day, so we're used to the Lakeside field. And it's going to be a really good experience. It's right by the dorm, so we're excited to have our students come out and show a lot of support. And just excited to get this season going, and we know that our fans are going to show up and pack it out.
Well, and then you guys also play 2 home games at Wrigley Field in November. You got Ohio State and Illinois. And I imagine that's something, again, I know you're not looking ahead. I know you're looking at week 1, but what do you think that experience is going to be like?
Yeah, it's going to be super, super exciting. I've been blessed to play in Wrigley twice and fortunately lost both those games, so we're really excited to get some wins this year at Wrigley Field.
All right, I want to talk about AJ's TikTok following because that's the number one thing I've been hearing about so far at Big Ten Media Days. So what do you have to tell me? How did you grow how many followers do you have? And tell me about your TikTok content.
I have 555,000 followers on TikTok. So I started my TikTok following. I think me and my friend started back in high school, pre-COVID. It's kind of a joke, you know, just post a video, see who could go viral first.
And what were you posting?
I was posting like run-of-the-mill, regular, dance videos. I mean, I was, having fun on there, you know? But later, as I was a recruit. I was obviously going to Michigan. I started incorporating that kind of content, and then when I got to Michigan, I started showing I was doing day in the life content, kind of just a behind the scenes of what it's like to be a student athlete. Everybody doesn't get that perspective, so kind of just seeing it drew a crowd towards me. And so, I kind of just keep it lighthearted, have a lot of fun, show my personality on there, show what it's like to be a student athlete, make relatable content, try to incorporate my teammates and plug them in there as well. So, just giving the next generation hope and letting them know that, I was one day in their shoes, and one day, you can aspire to play at the next level and play football if you work hard and chase your dreams.
I love that. Have you gotten them to do any coordinated dances? Are you guys helping contribute to this TikTok following?
I'm not a dancer. I'm not helped out with that.
We're going to get them on one.
We're going to get, I think we absolutely should.
We got a waiting list. AJ, he has a list of people, you know what I mean? So we'll see.
You're further down the list.
Yeah. Coming soon.
Good content. Somebody who makes good content knows what good content is. I do think, though, that speaks to a larger thing is that, again, I'm a lot older than you guys. Growing up, there was no social media in college. I mean, Facebook was just starting to become a thing. That tells you how old I am. But I think in this day and age, every single thing that you guys do, there are phones, and there's just the spotlight is so different. So walk me through how you think about engaging with people on social media, making fun content for kids who want to be you and learn about what it's like to be a student athlete, because you do have such an interesting perspective. But also, I know there are people and there are haters and there are people who are negative on social media. So how do you walk that fine line?
Yeah, you kind of find that balance in between. There's always going to be someone who's trying to troll you, or you have a bad game or something like that. There's always somebody to say something. But, the positive always outweighs the negative for me. Just kind of looking at, the silver lining of, these are the people who I gear my content towards. And, these are the people who are enjoying it. And, there's always more positive comments than there are negative. So it's just important to think about, the good that you do rather than focus on the bad that, some people try to tear you down.
I mean, put that on a bumper sticker. Oh, yeah. Anything to add to that, Cam?
No, 100%. I think AJ hit it on the head. I personally think everything is good in moderation. You know what I mean? You don't want to be doing too much of it, but you want to be using it in the right way. Like AJ is doing, inspiring the youth. That's the most important thing, and using our platform for a positive reason.
And sometimes I think it's probably pretty hard being in your situation to understand how many young people are looking up to you. Is it something that you have in your mind of what you used to think about when you watched guys play and wanted to be like them?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. It's definitely a bigger stage than I would have ever thought of having, but hope to live every day like people are watching. Hopefully that has a good impact on the people that are watching.
Yeah, no doubt about it. All right, well, I want to talk to you guys about the schedule because you head to the Pacific Northwest for the Big Ten opener, Week 4 against Washington, the national champion runner-up. No divisions this year, which is one of the many changes coming in college football and to the Big Ten, not to mention the 4 new schools that are joining the mold. As you look at that schedule, and you think about the opportunities to play some of these teams and to miss some of the teams that you used to have to play, what do you think not having divisions, how is that going to impact Northwestern?
I think it's a level of excitement. You kind of just play everyone. So, adding the 4 teams that are new, we get out to play at Washington. That'll be exciting. I heard they got an electric stadium right off the water as well. So, we're all excited about, the new teams to join the conference and, getting to play teams from the East, that we wouldn't normally play being in the West.
Yeah, definitely.
I would say Husky Stadium is one of the truly special places to watch, or I'm assuming play in a college football game. But it is not quite on the water like the way that you guys will be playing on the water. Somebody told me that if you literally step back, you might fall in Lake Michigan.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah? All right. The thing that you are most excited to see, and then we'll let you guys get on with your day, but the thing that you're most excited to see develop, play out over this season with Northwestern in 2024, what is it?
I mean, Coach Braun talks about it daily, just taking it 1-0, taking it for one game at a time. We're excited to open up with Miami of Ohio at home. We're excited to have our fans, at our stadium and supporting us, and we're ready to get it rocking.
Yeah, I think carrying momentum from the last year is definitely huge. Certain people think that it's kind of a fluke last year, us having a winning season and win a bowl game. So I'll show them that we're a good program, that's where we belong.
Yeah, Cam hit it right on the head. Coach Braun always talks about, going 1-0, taking it one day at a time. And I think that's been, the epitome of this team and what we want to do. We want to focus on ourselves and focus on the task at hand for that week. And I think if we truly do that, we'll reach all our goals that we have for ourselves this season.
Well, last year was special. I'm looking forward to another special year out of you guys. And I don't know what I have to do to get on the TikTok list, but
we'll add you to it.
I'm ready. I'm here for it.
Add you to it.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much. Best of luck this season.
Thank you.